Hi everybody. I'm so happy. It's this is something that we should have done a long time ago, but we're slow to do important things in life. So maybe the pandemia year push us forward, and I think it's an exciting time for everybody. In the 19th century, sport was a privilege. Only the rich, the royalty, the kings, the princes practiced, and the officials in the armies practice sports. The most people, sport was completely out of the reach. Then the Olympic movement came up and people start practicing sport, but it was still reserved to basically white, European, and a few other around the world men. Women were not part of the Olympics for many, many years, many decades. And so eventually sport became what it is today. Maybe 50, 60 years ago, governments realized that sports were a human right. They were not really something that you do to play around or because you're bored, but it's really a human right. It's just like food, a job, a roof over your head. And eventually it became a human right, but it was a human right for half of mankind, because the other half of mankind, the female half of mankind, were not that lucky as men were. So eventually, maybe 20, 25 years ago, it became quite obvious that if we wanted sport to be a truly human right, it should be available to all human beings, which means that it doesn't matter your gender, it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter if you're skinny, fat, old, young, black, white, yellow, it didn't really matter. But, still societies around the world today, even today, they have a long way to go to allow the other half of mankind, not just the male that run those countries, but the female, to enjoy the benefits of practicing sports. In our case, surfing. When I started surfing a long time ago, it was basically a guy sport. And eventually a few ladies show up, but they were very rare. And then around 25 years ago, an explosion in female surfing happened. And with Lisa Anderson was really pushing the envelope, and suddenly a lot of young women wanted to surf, and the ocean became a better place because now it was both genders practicing. But still we're far from that 50-50 that should be the case. In the Olympics, in the ISA World Championships, we got 50-50 slots, 50 for men, 50 for women. But we're still not filling them all the way, but we're getting very close to that. And but we discover in the process of putting together the judging panel for the Olympic Games that there weren't that many women judges, and there were very few that were qualified, very, very few. So it was a huge amount of male judges but no female judges. And how could that be? Well, you can look back and look at everything that I told you today, but the reality is that it's not a desirable situation, it's not a fair situation, and now we're about to start changing the way things are. Dream them, look at them, and then do something about it. So this is the first step, and I want to especially thank every woman that is in this Zoom, and I hope that you are just the seeds of much larger trees, that you are the first wave of female judging certified to get to the highest level. For the 2024 Olympic Games, there will be way more female judges that to pull from to create a gender equal judging panel for Paris 2024. So I'm excited. I'm very happy. I enjoy. This morning I was surfing here in Argentina, and we were 10 in the water, and there were 6 female surfers and 4 guys. And I said, this is more the way it should be. And I think it's nice to see that surfing is a human right, and the practice of surfing and now the judging of surfing will become part of the gender equality that we should all be working for. So that's really my heartfelt welcome to everybody. I'm excited, I'm happy. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope when you're done, you enjoy judging more than now. And then you go and talk to other girls, ladies around the world, and suddenly there are tons of female surfers, but there's even more tons of female judges. that will be the way to go. So thank you, muchas gracias, muito obrigado, tante grazie, merci beaucoup, domo arigato, and all the ways you can imagine to say thank you, because I'm very thankful to all of you guys for making the appearance today. There's more than 30 countries and more than 100 people in this Zoom. So this is you guys. So to you guys, okay? Thank you.